Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former lawyer slash fixer, said on his podcast this week that those documents that, Letitia James has subpoenaed from Donald Trump, and now Trump is being held in contempt of court for not turning those documents over. Cohen says those documents do in fact exist, and he knows they exist because Cohen is the one who handed them over to the investigators, to the DA's office in Manhattan. Now, that's the headline, right? That's the part everybody's focusing on. Okay, the documents do exist. Wow, that's pretty great, right? Let me ask you this. Remember when Letitia James launched her investigation? Said we're going to work alongside the prosecutors and the DA in Manhattan. We're going to be sharing things. That was the big thing, is we're going to be sharing evidence so that we can both move forward with our respective investigations, the criminal one in Manhattan, the civil one at the AG's office, Yeah, that was a thing. That was a big announcement, the cooperation between the two investigatory bodies. So Cohen, without having to come out and say it, also gave us a little more insight into how corrupt the DA's investigation truly is. If the AG is seeking these documents and cannot get their hands on them because Trump won't give them to him, his lawyers claim he doesn't have them, they're at the Trump Organization, Cohen's out here telling you, I gave them to the DA. And there is supposed to be cooperation between the two. So if Letitia James needed those documents, all she had to do was pick up the phone and call Alvin Bragg. So where, I ask, did the ball get dropped? I'm willing to bet it was definitely not at Letitia James's office, because she has done everything the way that she is supposed to. However, what we've seen from the new Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, is that this man clearly does not want to prosecute Donald Trump. He doesn't want the investigation to go forward. He doesn't want any evidence apparently to be shared. I mean, that's the best we can deduce from what's happening here. He has the documents, Cohen says, that James is after. So why is there no cooperation? Why are these documents not being shared? That actually was part of the deal. Alvin Bragg needs to be investigated. Alvin Bragg 100% needs to be investigated himself. There is something going on, and I'm sorry you cannot convince me otherwise. This man came into office. Cy Vance leaving office says we're, days away, literally days away from issuing indictments to Donald friggin' Trump. Bragg comes in, he says, hold up, folks, let's slow this whole thing down. Maybe we don't want to go there. To the point where the two lead prosecutors, the people, by the way, Pomerantz and Dunn, that Cohen says he gave those documents to, they resigned because they saw that Bragg wasn't going to go forward and do anything about any of this. There has to be a reason. Nobody just comes in and kills an investigation into a former president when the previous guy was about to indict him. Something's up. Something is absolutely going on with Alvin Bragg, but we're not going to know what it is until that AG's office launches an investigation to get to the bottom of this. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.